here. Do. And so is the great Annie Herb, host of the building, co-host here with y'all on a Thursday. Today we're gonna call it laid back Thursday because it's just been one of them days. I don't know how y'all been feeling today, but it ain't been right. One of them days just wake up, ain't nothing really going bad, but it ain't right. So we're gonna give you some ain't right news today. And this is parents. We got children all over the world that gonna act up, act wrong, act right, do some of the most things. But before we get to any Herb, how you doing today?
I am swell. Thank everybody for tuning in. I want y'all to stay max to the black. And tune in to Testa's News every Thursday at 9 o'clock. I apologize. We are late today, but we are here as usual. So Tessa's got some good news for us. Y'all make sure y'all comment and, tell us how y'all like these topics. Tell us what y'all want to see more of.
Yes, because Lord knows we be touching on some topics that y'all can really learn from. So today I hope y'all have some lessons in this. The first topic we are going to discuss is this parent. Okay, the parent has gotten on the school bus and she thinks she's made her stance. Now, the community is saying how she may not be right for what she is doing. Let's take a look and see how you feel about it.
Let's go.
If you don't take that fucking camera off me, I swear to fucking God.
She told you yesterday somebody was picking on her.
I don't remember.
She said you should remember stuff like this.
Get on the bus.
Come on, you ain't gotta be scared.
That's what?
So look, is she on the bus right now? Lyric, look around. Is she on the bus right now? You. She's in 7th grade. What grade you in?
I need you guys to step up.
I know, because she said something to you and you ain't say nothing. So I got to come on here. What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
She's in 7th.
All I told her was
Ain't no cussing, ain't no nothing.
You had already cussed them out, though.
And when she came to you, call somebody, because when she came to you, you should have went to the teacher. You should have said something. You shrugged your shoulders.
Report or something. Whatever she told you when she got off the bus, it's all recorded, love.
It's all recorded. All recorded. So if anybody else, 7th grade, anybody, don't let nobody pick on y'all that's in high school.
Because you, look.
Ain't no asking. You ain't asking nothing. You cuss her. You cuss. No, because you should have said something to her.
You about to call her.
Don't cuss another 7th grader. Don't cuss out an 8th grader. And don't cuss out a 9th grader. And anybody else that she talked to, I'm at this bus stop. Don't let me cuss y'all. Because you ain't going to bully mine. And you being a bus driver, you better get it under control. I cannot get another call from my daughter or another video or nothing. And I'm Yasmin Payne. So tell the principal, and y'all can tell y'all mamas that I got all y'all, because ain't none of y'all getting bullied by her. And I'm Yasmin if you want to tell your mama.
And your ass be yelling on the bus. But when they yell, you got another problem.
Let me get off the bus. Lyric, you ain't got to be shy, because she ain't going to say another word to you. And you make sure you call your supervisor, whoever. Because this better be the last time somebody say anything to my child. Y'all all have a good day at school. Continue learning.
Facts. And you better get it together. That's right, bus driver. You better get it together, because one thing about bus drivers, they don't give a fuck what be going on in the back of that bus, as long as if it ain't affecting them, don't give a fuck.
Let me tell y'all something. This parent, she's most likely a fighter to some extent. And the reason why I say that is because I know me. We don't have words when we're fighters. We don't want to have these words. We want to just swing some hands. And we got to come up with them words, because we ain't for the words. We for them fights. We ain't for them words. You see how she had the, your mama, your friend, not no 10th grader, not no 9th grader, not no 8th. You had to find them words, because them ain't what you wanted to say. You wanted to go out there and regulate a little bit more, let out a little bit more words if you had to, but really, you want to throw them hands. And I can't blame them, because bullying is so typical these days. Bus drivers, they're not required to stop most of the times. The bullying will continue until a parent get on the bus and say what the hell they got to say to these people. Like, the parents are ready to fight the students half of the time. So technically, you lucky all she did was go on there and regulate them children, as the bus driver
probably had to do. Handled it well. Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did, because one thing I've learned is a lot of school districts will tell you that if it's not happening on the school premises and it's a bus issue, it's not their problem.
Oh wow!
Yes,
But you're in the school's care once you get on that bus.
Yep, that is a school board, school system, school bus, however you. That is not the school's problem once they leave the school in some of these school districts. So I could understand if she living in a community like that where the school ain't gonna do nothing that's going on, and now I got to get on this bus to regulate. And you lucky
That's
I'm not
why.
whooping your child's ass for being the person that they been, because that's probably where you need to be at with a good ass. I'm sorry, y'all. We in a new
With a
generation.
good ass woman, because most of the time, and this ain't the first time we said this, bullies usually come from bullies, or bullies are usually something's going on at
What's
home.
going on?
Something, and like it's just sad that the bus driver ain't say shit, but that's why I don't have no problem with keeping my child at home. Say what y'all want to say about homeschool kids, but it's just a lot less stressful without having to deal with other people's kids and their parents, because it sounds like she might have to put the pause on the parents at some point if that little girl don't get it under control on that bus. Go get your parent too, like she said, because you know we can all be out here and having this conversation.
All out here.
Let's all
Thank you.
let's make it equal opportunity for everybody. Go get your parent too.
Thank you.
Because that's all I'm doing is talking. So bring on.
But I must say, because I am also, I'm on each side with this. I must say, for my children to be in public school, and I've dealt with a lot of what other children are capable of, because I raised my children to be one way, and when you send them in the community and they got children who are worse than what they are, they're not raised to the morals, the standards, the code, like none of that. So I've learned as well that children have to learn how to go out there in their world and stand up for themselves and do things.
They do, and that's what she did.
Yep,
She
in a
was
proper
teaching
way.
her child to stand up for herself, and you know that's what's pretty much what it's about. Because it's one thing for them to learn it, but you have to teach them how to properly do it. So I'm
how to properly do it
too,
because
you know.
when I say that, it's not about fighting. I've taught my kids personally that they don't have to fight to diffuse a situation. Even though some person may be cursing at them and yelling at them, I was broke that if they ain't touch me, I ain't got to deal with this. I can walk away from an argument because, baby, the moment you touch me, I promise you, I'm going to be a gorilla that you've never seen. So I am very firm on having techniques for children to know how to work out a situation. Even if they get in a yelling match, they got to learn how to come off that yelling match.
Yeah, they do. Everything starts at home.
And that's what they're going to have to learn within the community of work. Like, managers are very nasty, okay? I mean, nasty to a T. And if you don't teach your children these techniques when they're at a young age, how to deal with people in the social life and their nastiness, and teachers, you know, teachers are the first thing that they see as managers. Truth be told, that's their managers. Their teachers are their managers.
Yeah,
so if they can't learn how to go to school and regulate properly because the parents in that home ain't coming into the school, then it's going to be hard for them when they go out there and get some jobs. Like, I just want you to know this lady did what she was supposed to do. She showed her daughter a proper way of trying to do it.
She did. And look here, you can still do that even if your kids are at home. I talk to my daughter a hell of a lot. So I feel like it all just comes down to the type of parenting that you're instilling, because eventually they are going to go out that door. So it's best that you prepare them, whether it's just you talking to them or by them dealing with it firsthand. But I don't feel like they have to go out there and experience firsthand for them to know exactly how to deal with it, because you can always teach your kids and mold them in certain things. Because my child sees stuff and she definitely don't be wanting to be fucked up with it, and she knows that's not how I'm supposed to act. So I just we talk to our child, and we try to make sure that she know, because a lot of those kids, they go to school and they just experience it and react however until their parents come and correct it. So that's kind of like the difference there. But I mean, either way it go, kids gonna be kids, and things is gonna happen. So just be careful and talk to your kids. That's all I got to say about that.
Boom. Now we do have another story for y'all about another child and their parent. This time, this is a son and a father now.
No. We got the mom.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is a husband and a wife. We talking about disrespect at this point. So I do apologize. Disrespect. How much is you gonna take from your other significant? Let's see.
I guess we finna find out.
Motherfucking ass, shut the fuck up. You wanna shut your motherfucking mouth, bitch. You wanna clear out? I'll clear out the motherfucking goddamn restaurant, bitch. No, you hear me? I ain't gonna know. Clear out all this shit, motherfucker. You wanna show motherfucker you? Hey, you mind your motherfucking business if you know what the fuck that is. You call the police if you don't leave. I don't give a fuck about you and the police, hoes. Call the goddamn law. Fuck out of my face, man.
Did he just say nigga? I think he just said nigga.
Come on, man. Get the fuck up out of here. Come on. Before I get mad, motherfucker. Bitch, come on. You don't go. Don't say get the motherfucker out here. Thank you, good ass. Fuck. Fuck goddamn people.
Oh my gosh, one thing about us women, we be ready to gang up on the man. We hit the ass out with all that rah-rah. We really do be ready to grab some shit. Because if something would have happened to her, this black lady would have been all over that
been
table.
on there like 10, okay? Like,
yeah, he doing too much. He doing way too much. And like in public, like, oh my God, it's bad enough that we go through things at home as a couple. Why we can't just act like a uniform out in public? Like, even if you mad at your spouse in public, you need to conceal that shit until y'all get back to the house. And then y'all get back to the house, you need to still know how to conduct yourself in a married fashion, because you like at some point all of that needs to be calming the fuck down, or to non-existent. Because I get people, some people don't change in relationships for a while, and some people just are who the fuck they are. But change is everything.
And like, she choosing to be with him, bitch. I know this ain't the first time.
No, he probably not.
Hell off like this in public. Oh hell no!
In public,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cuss me out in front of everybody.
In front of everybody, I'm mad for her. I'm so mad for her. I'm upset for you, lady. If I was there,
but we don't know to the deep extent of their relationship either.
I
don't know if she act up in public. There might be some video somewhere where she acting up in public. We don't know. She might be right. They might flip flop, because I'm telling you, people in relationships, they be one and the same. They be two different people, but they be one and the same. Trust me, whatever your spouse with, you with it.
You true.
Most of the time, whatever your spouse with, you with it.
You are what you hang around. You right.
So if he doing that in public, it's probably sometimes that she may have acted like that in public, or just whatever.
Yeah, because it's a roller coaster at this point. Once it gets started and cranked up, ain't no turning that bitch. That's like calling a woman a bitch and think I'm not gonna call you a bitch back and it's gonna stop. Oh, once the bitch door is open, the whole door open, the hitting hands is open, we're gonna keep
everything is open. Let me tell you, and it sounds like they need some couples therapy. That's just disrespectful and very, very nasty.
There's a child involved, like just oh my God.
Even the child looked disgusted. The
child started crying. He let his daddy get the whole cursing session out and started crying.
And I thought this was going to be a black couple. Long and behold, this is white couple. The baby looked disgusted. She looked.
She is like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like,
oh my God. But that's probably why she holding her. At least she's trying to be calm about it and hold her demeanor, because she ain't going off either. Maybe she's trying to change her actions, or maybe that's just how she reacts when her husband start going off. You never really know.
Tell y'all, I hope everybody who see me know this. I double dare you. I fucking double dare you.
Double dog your ass
with me in public. Okay, I hope he see me in public, and I dare you to try that with me in public, because I promise you,
I'm gonna promise you. At this point in my life, because I done been through all of that shit before. At this point in my life, growing and maturing into who I am, I'd rather just call me an Uber and leave, because I'm not for I'm trying not to be for the reactions anymore, if that makes sense. So like at this point, with me getting older and stuff like that, if I experience that in my life at this point forward, oh my gosh, it's something that should be fucked with my eye. I'd rather just call me myself an Uber and just try to leave, because like it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing when people get you out of your character. It's embarrassing when you're in a relationship going through that. It's embarrassing that the child has to be traumatized with that. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, what she's experiencing is what she's going to think is okay. And, it's just hard to take that out of their mind once it's in there. So we got to start acting differently to these types of relationships, to these types of situations. I'm happy she's just sitting there. Maybe she's going to hopefully separate for the night or whatever it was and let it calm down, because when two people get riled up, it's nothing. It's just what they call it, fueling the fire.
Divorce.
Feeling the fire.
Divorce.
Look here, I'm telling you right now, people leave when they're ready. So you saying
I know
when they're ready. You can't tell people. I was looking at something earlier, and that was like Kirk and Rashida, because they're going through it again. And somebody was in the comments like, Yandy ain't a good friend because she ain't telling Rashida to leave her husband. That don't make her a good friend if she tell her to leave her husband. You supposed to support your friend and you're supposed to be there to, support them no matter what their decision is. You don't leave your friend high and dry just because she decided to go back to the man that she supposedly loved. I don't think you my friend if you do that.
Look, it's one thing about staying in a relationship and shit can pop off and things are changing. But it's another thing of staying in a marriage or a relationship and
And I
things
know
are not progressing in no way, shape, and form. Because at some point, that type of anger that he is showing, I'm sure if they are at home, he's probably got her ass pinned up against the wall or slung somewhere because he's damn sure bigger than her. So I feel that if it's that bad and there's no progression, it only gets worse. So it's okay. People gonna have bad days. People are gonna have bad days here and there. But this might be a every motherfucking day show. He just do not seem like he got his temper under control on a normal basis.
He
Okay,
might not be
your
trying
mama can
to
die, or your
with
daddy
that
can
outburst.
die. Your pet can even die for me. But this shit is an everyday show that probably never progresses. And if you sit into something like this for that long, for a long time, I promise you, I pray that you can get out of this. Okay. I just
Honestly, she look like she done. I ain't even gonna lie, but
she
we all be
does. She
looking like
like
that. She do look like she done.
again. She is.
Because one
Like
thing about women, we'll check out mentally before we check out physically.
we sure will. And mental shut down everything. Mental will stop
Trying
us
to
from
tell you,
cooking,
ain't nothing wrong
cleaning,
with this
fucking.
mental got shut
Mental is
down.
going to shut the fuck down.
Trying to
Yes.
tell you, it ain't nothing over here once it's mental done shut down. And that's why everybody got to be careful because when your spouse stop caring, whether it be man or woman, you in trouble.
For
Okay?
real. Because the love is not just formed by penis to vagina. The love is
Mm-mm.
formed emotionally, mentally, by our eyesight of what we see, by what we feel on that other person. We are not just somebody who wants to put vagina and penis together and just say we happy. That's not the way life is supposed to be. You
Mm-mm.
gotta fulfill that emotion, that void, those things that went, especially in women.
Therapy. A lot of us are going through psychological issues. Even like a lot of people that like to have sex a lot. Sometimes that's a psychological issue
It
stemming
is.
from something in your past. Like
It is.
a lot of the stuff that we do is we got traumatized when we were kids, or maybe it's just something that we know that's just life we know because how we grew up in that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like a lot of people, that's why we have mental health every Tuesday. We're trying to let y'all know, like this, a lot of this stuff stems from mental health. One of them might be severely depressed. He might have some kind of depression that he don't know how to handle, and that might be a part of why he freaks out like that.
And that might be why she can stay there. I give that as another reason to stay there because you know what your partner is experiencing mentally or.
But if they're not helping their mental
But yeah,
health,
they ain't
it
trying
don't
to
make no
help
sense for you to stay because they have to be the one to go get help on
Thank
their
you.
mental health for you to stay okay. They're trying to change themselves, help
Yep.
themselves in a manner. So
Like we don't know what they really was going through. We don't. But I'd be down. I'd be down if you found somewhere in your bone, body, and mind to disrespect me that
that's right,
bad
sunshine.
after the first day. I'm so sorry. One time you might get, because then I need to understand what the fuck happened. But
Hey, Sunshine said he must have been coming on his period. Yes, he's PMS, and I just told y'all in mental health this week that PMS is really a form of depression.
it is. It is.
But for real, he act like he is coming up on his PMS, or he might have that depression where you're irritable all the time that I went over as well. There is a type of depression where you're just irritable
It is.
all the fucking time.
All the time.
I mean, you never know.
But
But
they
shout
got
out to
medication for
Sunshine
everything.
for rolling with us and staying with us throughout this conversation. And Testa brought us two good ass news topics again. Like y'all be careful who y'all give y'all love to, and make sure that they want to nurture the love. While you're in that relationship, because if you ain't changing, you ain't nurturing. That's my opinion.
There you go.
And watch y'all kids, protect y'all kids, whether they homeschooled or whether they go to school every day. Talk to them, let them know what up, let them know what's out there in the world in store for them. Just be as knowledgeable and tell them to be accountable for their own decisions, because we have a lot of kids around here that don't hold accountability. Okay.
At all.
You got anything you want to say before we max the fuck up out of
You
here?
just wonderfully said everything in a nutshell. So I thank you for showing up and doing your thing tonight too. Y'all, look, keep coming back to Maximum Blackness, okay? We are going to continue to expand and do the great things. Come back with your news. If you want a certain type of news to be added on, please let me know. I am all up for opinions, suggestions, your favorites, your less favorites. Just let me know. I promise I'll be nice.
Yeah, we want to know what you guys want us to give you. Okay, let us know in the comments. Hit up Maximum Blackness out at MaximumBlacknessWorld@Outlook.com if you want to hit the email or send us a message on Facebook.
Leah Wards, thank you for showing up tonight.
Yes, Sunshine. Thank you for showing up in the comments and showing out at that, because she definitely, she said, talk about utter disrespect. I tell you, the utter disrespect that was. These people just crazy. But we'll see y'all on Saturday with the podcast. Until then, stay Max to the Black.